And now, moving on, still speaking on social etiquette, we have the Kabus. So without further ado, Jabo Jabo.
Jabo Jabo.
Yes. So now, apparently Sarah Kabu can actually recant a statement, which is actually strange. For those of you who do not know what you're talking about, let me give you a quick recap, because I'm a good person, yeah? So recently, Sarah Kabu took to social media, and through a WhatsApp text, through a WhatsApp status message, she went on to rant about how Simon has left their matrimonial home and taken his children with him, all to be under the custody of his illegitimate daughter, and it was a whole thing. And she kept talking about how her marriage was toxic, how it was not working, how she's talking about separation. And then earlier this week, Simon Kabu did an interview, and he shocked many when he said, I am happily married, there's nothing going on, nothing is wrong, we are good, you guys are just, you know, spreading rumors, you know. He just blanketed all of that. However, was it yesterday or the day before? Yes. Sarah Kabu actually did a tell-all interview, to which she said things are actually not as rosy as Simon might be painting them to be. She went on to say that her marriage is actually not working out. However, she is advocating for marriage. Yes. She says marriage will work, however, hers is not working. So who do we believe? Works. Who do we believe? Do we believe Simon, who's actually saying, all is Gucci, nothing's wrong, we're good? Or do we believe Sarah, who's now saying things have been really toxic on her end? Things are actually not working out. And while we are living in the drama, you know, we are all for the drama, we are all relishing in it, we are not taking account to what this woman is actually going through.
Thank you.
Because imagine dealing with illegitimate children. Imagine dealing with this man who's actually doing the most, you know, quite recently putting his leg on top of another babe's thigh, all on national TV. So the whole nation knows how your husband has been acting out. So now, looking back, you actually now understand why Sarah is the way she is. We cannot blame her. How she's always appointing herself chair lady of the First Wives Association, how she's always calling out the side chick, how she's always calling out slay queens instead of calling out your man. And now, she has actually, in the interview, she actually recanted her statement. And she said she was actually very sorry about it. Yeah. And because, you know, for the sake of her children. Yeah, this is the statement. Sorry, fam, when I was in distress, I said things that I shouldn't have said online, and that's misleading. Life is a lesson, and we learn every day. Forgive me, Simon. Let's sort our issues offline. All is well. Keep us in your prayers. Hashtag marriage works. This is so contradictory to all that's happening. It just looks like this man has some certain power over her. Because after all she let out, she told us a lot of things. She exposed a lot of things about her marriage. So for her to now turn around and say, sorry, Simon, why is she the one apologizing? When it is Simon Kabu who should be running after his wife apologizing. And now on a lighter note, Sarah has actually revealed that while all this was going on, you know, the rumors about her marriage being in shambles, young men have actually been DMing Sarah Kabu. Exactly. They have been DMing Sarah Kabu because they want a piece of that cake. So this goes to say, Sarah, you ain't lost it. You can still separate from this man. And in the interview, she was actually talking about looking forward to a very successful co-parenting situation. So maybe they will get back together. Maybe their marriage will work. Maybe they'll go through counseling, or they're going to be baby mama and baby daddy. We're just hoping that, you know, it won't be a bitter affair. We won't be constantly talking about the Kabus. You know, because for a long time, they've really given us couple goals, yeah? So we're just hoping that things actually work out for you. We hope you got back your kids. They came back to you. We're just praying for you. Love and light to you, Sarah.
Yo, let me tell you, there are two things you never step into with your opinions unless you are part of every single scene in that thing. Relationships, and more so, marriages, because I have learned, my eyes have been opened to the wool that had covered my eyes, which was relationships that do not concern you. Don't be putting your ideas, your opinions, and all of that in that. By watching Married at First Sight. Okay, so y'all, let me tell you, oftentimes we're always quick to judge who spoke first. If we are in a room and our partners come into the same room, but somehow they got there before you and you've had a fight, guess who's going to have a story to tell? The person who came into the room first. The person who came into the conversation first is the one with all the information, and it will decide whether you're the bad cop or they're the bad cop, all right? So let's stop being those people who are taking people's word for face value. If we're being entirely honest, if all these things were happening, and it's true, Jabo Jabo man, Mr. Jabo Jabo himself, was in Paris, and he's the one who actually started this whole thing, because we didn't know something was going on in their marriage until he went to Paris and started telling everyone the way Sarah is not there. He's the one who started this problem. So I don't understand why he would bring up a problem and then completely act like it never even happened, act like, oh my God, I don't even know, oh my God, selective amnesia, what's that? What kind of whatever is this? However, it still is very, very important for us to understand that Kabu herself, Sarah, is the one who is apologizing. She's the one who's taken the mantle of going on social media on her posts again and apologizing. Unprompted, unprovoked, niyeye amejileta akasema, this is what is happening and this is where I'm at with this particular conversation. So I don't understand why we're now quick to start saying, oh, it is the man who's bad. In fact, maybe she's, you know, confused because of something or at this point, unless they tell us what's clearly going on, because they're the ones who started this problem, they're the ones who put it all on social media, they're the ones who are sharing screenshots and putting stuff on the statuses so that we can all read into it and start to decide who is bad or who is good in this relationship. It is their issues. Let them deal with it personally.
True.
We can only be here to commentate. Like, oh, he did not.
Oh, snap.
But exactly. But ideally, if they decide to stay on their marriage course, then that's entirely up to them. If they decide to split up, that's again entirely up to them. And you at home, don't think social media and reality are the same thing. If your friend comes to you and tells you she's leaving her husband, all you're going to do is, damn, girl, what's going on? Is everything okay? Listen, do not comment, do not commentate, do not. Because reality is very different from social media. We're out here just writing on her comment section, but in real life, you are the one who will be kicked out of that relationship, because they're going like, oh yeah, even my friend told me, she's the one who told me to break up with you. Me, I didn't. Where? Don't.
Hashtag they tried to stop us.
Hashtag toxic.
Your friends are your enemies.
Hashtag we move. Hashtag live and learn. Let me tell you, you live and learn and be the sidelines completely. Do not step into anyone's relationship or any conversation that pertains to someone else's relationship because you weren't there. You don't know what happened. Unless it happened right in front of you, that's when you have information. And even still, you don't know where this drama came from. So just try and keep a safe distance. Be supportive, but don't be advising. Don't give anyone advice. It's their marriage, it's their relationship. Let them deal with it how they want to deal with it.
Now, we're still recovering from Mulamwa and Sony. Hey, they did the most, but we're going to talk about that tomorrow.
Actually, they're still doing
let's
the
move
most.
on.
We've been seeing all the recaps on social media. Tunawaona, ni sawa tu.